Heal in silence. Present. The day she disappeared. Theme. Quiet grief. Rediscovery. Inner strength after abandonment. They said she left without a word. But not all disappearances are loud. Some happen in the silence between dinner and midnight. This is a story about grief, healing, and the power of staying, even when no one stays for you. Maya was the kind of woman who remembered everyone's birthday, even the ones who forgot hers. She worked in a small bookstore tucked into the corner of a sleepy town, one of those places that smell like paper and peace. No one knew much about her past. She never talked about her family, and she didn't wear a wedding ring, though people often noticed how she stared a little too long at love poems. But the regulars liked her. Quiet kindness is a rare currency. Then one day, she didn't show up. No warning, no goodbye. The store keys were left on the counter with a sticky note that read, "Forgive me, I'm learning how to live again." 6 months earlier, Maya had been living with someone, a man named Julian. He was charming in the beginning. Flowers, laughter, spontaneous road trips. But charm fades, and silence becomes a prison. He never hit her. He never screamed. But she felt small around him. Invisible. Forgotten. She'd make dinner. He'd eat and scroll through his phone. She'd cry in the shower, then clean the kitchen so it wouldn't look like anything was wrong. He'd say, "You're being dramatic," and she'd apologize. That was the scariest part. She started apologizing for being sad. One evening, Maya went to the market to buy basil, a simple errand. But as she walked past the mirror aisle, she caught her reflection and didn't recognize herself. She looked erased. Right there, in the middle of the store, she whispered, "I'm still here." It was barely a sound. No one turned. But it was a beginning. She left 2 weeks later, while Julian was asleep. No yelling, no confrontation. Just silence. A packed bag, a bus ticket, and a bookstore job in a town where no one asked questions. The healing begins. In her small rented room above the bookstore, she wrote every morning. Not novels, just memories, emotions, letters to her younger self. Every morning, she lit a candle and said, "I didn't deserve what happened to me, but I deserve peace." She didn't post on social media. She didn't try to explain. She just disappeared into herself, and slowly she started blooming. She made tea every night and read old letters from her mother. She went on walks alone and finally listened to her own thoughts without fear. Some days were heavy. Some mornings she still wanted to call Julian, but she never did, because healing is a choice you make every day, even when it hurts. A year after she disappeared, the bookstore received an envelope, no return address. Inside was a letter and a check. The letter read, "To the people who gave me a job when I couldn't breathe, thank you. I'm opening a small reading space for women who feel invisible. Somewhere quiet, somewhere safe. You helped me remember that silence isn't absence. It's a place where healing begins. Love, M." The check was large enough to repaint the store and hire 2 new staff. Message to the listener, to the woman still stuck in the silence, to the man who's afraid of starting over, to the soul hiding in plain sight. You are not wrong for wanting peace. You are not weak for walking away. You don't have to explain your healing to anyone. Disappear if you must. Rebuild in silence. And when you're ready, come back home to yourself. End screen text in white over a faded silhouette. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is leave quietly. Subscribe, like, and share for more stories. Your journey is sacred.